Mary Jane Watson, an aspiring journalist, has landed an incredible opportunity to interview Spider-Man for a video competition that could help her land a job at the prestigious Daily Bugle. Her friends, including Peter, Sam, and Harry, are skeptical about her remarkable feat and question how she managed to secure such an exclusive interview. However, Mary Jane keeps her secrets close to her chest as she eagerly awaits the moment to meet the famous web-slinging hero. Suddenly, out of nowhere, Spider-Man arrives at the scene of the interview, sitting gracefully on the rooftop in his iconic red and blue suit. Mary Jane is awestruck, and her nervousness turns to excitement as she begins the interview. Spider-Man responds with ease, his superhero confidence shining through. Mary Jane is amazed at how articulate he is, and how he's able to balance his superhero duties with his personal life. She hangs on his every word, taking diligent notes and asking follow-up questions. For the next hour, Mary Jane asks Spider-Man about the details of his personal life, and she listens intently to every answer. Just as the interview is about to conclude, the ground beneath them begins to shake. Mary Jane feels a sudden jolt and loses her balance, but Spider-Man catches her just in time. They look out over the city and see a giant figure approaching in the distance. Without hesitation, Spider-Man whisks Mary Jane off the rooftop and takes her on a wild ride through the city streets. Mary Jane clings to Spider-Man's back as they swing from building to building, dodging obstacles and narrowly avoiding collisions. As they race through the city, Mary Jane can't help but feel a rush of adrenaline. The wind whips through her hair, and she can feel Spider-Man's muscles tense as he propels them forward. They dodge traffic and fly over rooftops, the city a blur of lights and sounds below them. Soon, they come across the source of the disturbance, the Hulk, who is rampaging through Manhattan. As Spider-Man and the Hulk engage in a brief battle, Mary Jane drops her camera, and a janitor named Stan picks it up, warning her that it's not safe for her to be there. The police arrive at the scene to take control of the situation. They begin to shoot sporadically at Hulk to stop him from causing mayhem in the city. Unfortunately, the bullets are not able to pierce his skin, and he becomes more furious. Suddenly, he picks up a vehicle and throws it in the direction of the policemen. Just as the vehicle is about to hit the police officers, Spider-Man emerges from nowhere, webs the vehicle, and prevents it from hitting the policemen. Hulk moves towards Spider-Man, but he is hit by a vehicle from behind, which stabilizes him for a moment. Some passengers on board the vehicle fall off the vehicle as a result of the collision, but Superman saves them again. Hulk then appears behind Spider-Man and throws him away. Spider-Man gets up again to attack Hulk by sitting on him while standing and trying to hit him very hard, but he is no match for the huge figure. He hits him, but Hulk feels nothing. Hulk then throws him at a screen, making Spider-Man fall the second time. He immediately webs Hulk's face to block his vision while the huge giant clears his path, angrily, to reach Spider-Man again. Hulk then explains that he is not attacking Manhattan, but rather trying to stop the supervillain Energy Man, who is causing destruction all over the city. Hulk has been throwing vehicles at the invisible Energy Man, and not deliberately destroying the city of New York. Spider-Man explains this to the police and asks them to leave the scene, as it is not safe for them. He promises to handle the situation and save the city from destruction. Spider-Man contacts Nick immediately and asks for backup. Spider-Man and the Hulk team up to fight Energy Man, barricading themselves in a subway station. While the heroes battle the villain, Mary Jane tries to get footage of the action, but Spider-Man warns her to stay safe. After an intense battle with the invisible Energy Man, Hulk eventually emerges from the battle, carrying Spider-Man in his arms. Mary Jane, still in awe of the incredible events she has witnessed, asks to interview the Hulk, but the Hulk declines. Soon after, Nick arrives to take the Hulk into custody, but Spider-Man convinces him that the Hulk is on their side in the fight against Energy Man. Just when it seems that Energy Man has been defeated, the villain grows in size and power. In a moment of inspiration, Spider-Man suggests that they give Energy Man so much energy that he explodes. Mary Jane then uses her camera to capture footage of the battle, which ends up becoming a critical part of the plan to defeat Energy Man. After the battle, Spider-Man gives Mary Jane the film from her camera, which he managed to save. Although her video entry does not win the competition, Mary Jane is still elated that she gets to meet Spider-Man and capture such an incredible story. However, she is disappointed that Spider-Man refuses to reveal his true identity, and Peter assures her that she may one day discover the hero's secret. On episode 8, the episode begins with a fire-puffing monster called Dragon Man causing a commotion in the city, and getting into a fight with the police, who are trying to stop him. From nowhere, Black Spider attacks Dragon Man and defeats him. People around the vicinity shout in joy and applaud the new savior, who they think has just replaced Spider-Man. Peter Parker is not feeling well. He has come down with the flu and can see what is happening on the television. He is troubled as he is not well enough to protect the city, but is more concerned about if someone else has replaced him. Peter watches from the safety of his home as the Black Spider takes down Dragon Man and becomes an instant sensation. Even J. Jonah Jameson, the famously critical editor of the Daily Bugle, is singing the Black Spider's praises. Peter's friend Flash Thompson, who used to be Spider-Man's biggest fan, throws out his Spider-Man shrine and replaces it with a shrine to the Black Spider. Nick, the head of S.H.I.E.L.D., is also intrigued by the new hero and decides to investigate. He rounds up some other superheroes, including White Tiger, Iron Fist, Power Man, and Nova, to help him figure out who the Black Spider really is. When Spider-Man shows up, sneezing and sniffling from his flu, White Tiger reminds him to keep his distance. The group of heroes, consisting of Spider-Man, Captain America, Black Widow, and Iron Man, is gathered, discussing their next move and uncovering the identity of Black Spider. The room is quiet except for the low murmurs of conversation among the heroes. Spider-Man speaks up, suggesting that the Black Spider could be Venom, a formidable foe he has battled many times before. The other heroes quickly dismiss this idea, thinking that Venom is too dangerous to be a hero. They debate other possibilities, but their discussions lead nowhere, and they are left with more questions than answers. As Peter Parker returns home, he engages in a short fight with the Black Spider. Dr. Octopus and Norman Osborn are also closely monitoring the situation. They believe that the Black Spider has a connection to Venom, and to confirm their theory, they begin conducting a series of tests in secret. Dr. Octopus and Norman Osborn, both infamous villains themselves, are known for their intelligence and expertise in scientific research. They have access to advanced technology and equipment, which they use to analyze samples of the Black Spider's DNA and other biological materials. They also closely monitor the movements and actions of the Black Spider, trying to uncover any clues about his true identity. Peter is in school. Despite his recent defeat at the hands of the Black Spider, Harry seems to be in high spirits and is taunting Peter about his failure. Peter tries to ignore his friend's teasing, but Harry insists on showing him something in the bathroom. As they enter the bathroom, Peter is caught off guard when Harry suddenly reveals that he is, in fact, the Black Spider. Peter is shocked and confused, unable to process the fact that his best friend has been leading a double life as a dangerous criminal. Peter is torn between his loyalty to his friend and his duty as Spider-Man to stop the Black Spider and his nefarious plans. He struggles to reconcile the fact that his closest ally has been keeping such a dark secret from him and wonders how he could have missed the signs. As the situation becomes more complicated, Peter must decide whether to confront Harry and try to bring him back to the side of good or to stop him at all costs. The conflict between the two friends will test the limits of their relationship and force Peter to make some difficult choices. Peter tries to reason with Harry and explain the importance of using one's power responsibly. He reminds him of the many dangers that come with wielding such incredible power and urges him to think about the consequences of his actions. But Harry seems more interested in the rewards that come with power, as his father Norman has always taught him, and refuses to listen to Peter's pleas for a reason. Peter is left to ponder his friend's choices, wondering how he can help him see the error of his ways. The group of heroes is also left to wonder about the Black Spider's true identity and what other plans he might have in store. Their search for answers continues as they work to uncover the truth and stop the Black Spider's evil plans. Spider-Man continues to investigate the Black Spider, but Harry swings away before Spider-Man can get any answers. As Spider-Man watches from a distance, he sees the Black Spider attacking an innocent man in his car. He decides to intervene, but the Black Spider proves to be a formidable opponent. The two heroes battle it out across the city, and Venom starts to take control of Harry's body. Spider-Man realizes that he needs to get the symbiote off of Harry before it's too late. The battle eventually leads them to Oscorp, where Spider-Man saves Norman from Venom's grasp. The two enemies end up battling on the rooftop of Oscorp, and Spider-Man manages to short out the symbiote with an electric board, destroying it for good. As the battle ends, Spider-Man triumphantly declares that the alien symbiote is gone for good. However, little do they know that a small portion of the symbiote has managed to sneak into Harry's ear unnoticed. Suddenly, Harry screams in terror as the Venom symbiote takes control of him. After the battle, Spider-Man wonders whether he should reveal his secret identity to Harry, but he ultimately decides against it, knowing that it would only complicate things further. He reports back to Nick, who is still skeptical of how much Spider-Man is willing to reveal. The next day, Spider-Man's flu has been cured, but his teammates are angry with him for spreading germs around and infecting them. As Spider-Man tries to flee from his angry teammates, he realizes that he needs to apologize for his mistake. He knows that he needs to take responsibility for his actions and find a way to make it up to his friends.